Everybody, good morning, everybody. Bill Utenich bringing you Mindset Monday here on another amazing Monday. And I hope you had a great week. And so today's topic is why you want to have a short memory. Uh, for a couple of reasons. One, I just want to kind of start this off by talking about I'm filming this the day after the Super Bowl. If many of you that watched the Super Bowl last night, between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. And what was interesting, a lot of things about that game, but I just looked at it from a mindset standpoint. I was thinking about this morning as I was preparing for this episode of Mindset Monday. Is why it's so important to have a short memory. If you watched the game last night, the Chiefs didn't start out well at all. Probably about as terrible as they could. They turned the ball over. They didn't score until almost like a minute left, or less than a minute left in the first half. And so if you would have taken that, if they would have taken that mindset and like, oh, we suck, we've done everything wrong, we're terrible, all of those things, which a lot of times, a lot of us do in things that maybe that we fail at, and we, wish that we, would have done things better. And I shared last week on a training in one of my groups is that February 8th, technically is by February the 8th, 80% of people's New Year's resolutions, they give up on them. They're just done. And that's like not even 6 weeks into the year, already given up. And so why I want to share today with you why having a short memory is beneficial is that it's how we finish. Now we can start out things, we may struggle, we may, with a lot of different things, but it's how we finish this. And so if you look at the game last night, it was a tale of two halves, right? First half, Chiefs looked horrible, terrible. Everyone's like, hey, they're outmatched, all of these things. Second half, totally different game, right? Went down to, to overtime. Regardless of who you're, rooting for, I didn't really have a dog in the fight. But it's how it ended, how they finished, right, was what mattered. It wasn't the first half that won or lost the game. It's how they finished. I'll just share another analogy with you, as if you follow golf, and I do. And so, Tiger Woods has what he calls the 10-step rule. And so when he hits a bad shot, basically he gives himself 10 steps, right? Especially if it's a tee shot, as he's walking down the fairway, 10 steps, just to kind of be upset about that shot. And then he's got to get over it. Why? Because it's the next shot. He can't do anything about the shot before. Same thing in life. And the things that we do is like when we make a mistake or something doesn't go our way, we can worry about it. We can belabor it. We can, wish, woulda, shoulda, couldas all day long on things. But the difference of it is like how we go forward. It's our next step. Okay. And so that's what I just want to share with you today, is especially as we are, in the middle of February. And, again, if 80% of the people give up on their goals, and maybe there's been something that you've been challenged with, it's like, hey, it's okay. There's still the rest of the year left. It's still time that you can finish strong. And so it's having that short memory about your mistakes. Okay. Because we're all going to make them all day long. I'm going to make mistakes today that I wish I wouldn't have made. Like, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have done something, different. The key of it is like, what did I learn from it? And then what's the next step? Let me get it out of my mind. Let me focus on what I can do next. What's the next right thing, the next positive thing that I can do? And that's the key of I 100% believe of the short memory of anyone that succeeds at a high level. We can't worry about what's happened. Can't change it at all. There's an old saying is that that's why the windshield is so big in a vehicle and the rearview mirror is so small, right? We're focused on where we're going, not where we've come from or what has happened, because we can't change it. So if you maybe have struggled, with that, maybe with your goals at the beginning of this year, or resolutions, however you may, you may term that, is look at that and kind of go, hey, what do I got to have a short memory on? And maybe pick it back up and dust it off and go, it's okay. I wasn't perfect with all of the things, whether it's in your business, in your personal life, maybe in your physical life, is forget about it and move on. And make the next right decision to move you closer to where you want to be. So that's what I've got for you this morning. whoever you're pulling for last night. I think the game ended, you can, again, look at it a lot of different ways, but it was, it was a highly competitive game, obviously all the way down to, to overtime. So it's how you start, right? A lot of people wrote the Chiefs off probably after the first half, or like, the 49ers, their defense is just, it's too dominant to all of these other things. And so it's having belief, and it's having the short memory, and then taking what's the next one step, one thing positive that you can do to move yourself closer to where you want to be. So, hey, have an awesome week this week. As always, hey, thank you for watching and being part of Mindset Monday. And I will see everybody back here next Monday. Bye-bye now.